from the comments, the questions that I received on my yesterday's little message about how the Rambam describes who is the person who can be considered the presumed Mashiach. And the second stage, certain Mashiach. And as I said, that this fits perfectly describing the Rebbe, and therefore says that the Rambam basically describes the Rebbe and proclaims the Rebbe to be the presumed Mashiach. I have received many comments and many questions. Some of them are actually very good questions, which I would like to address soon. But it's interesting. Just today, I saw a little clip of an interview with a professor, a Tanakh professor in Israel, and he said that the only replacement for Bibi, it would be Mashiach. Now, no, Bibi is not Mashiach, but the understanding is that we need Mashiach to bring the ultimate solution. So the interviewer asked him, are you a Mishist, a Messianist? He said, look, anybody who studies Tanakh and sees what the prophets describe the time of Mashiach and sees what's happening today in this world cannot help but be a Mishist and realize that it is happening right now. So before I go into the one or two questions that I was asked, let us first say chapter 100 in Tehillim to thank Hashem for all the miracles. Mizman l'soido, Oril Adonai kol ha'otiv des Adonai b'simcha b'ay lefanav b'nono. Duk Adonai v'limu asana v'lo enach nama v'tzay merisa b'yishov b'seidah chatzrisa b'sila. Hoy l'avach Hashem ki tov Adonai l'olam chazdo v'yadoi v'dorem u'nasroi. And let us... Where's my tzedakah? Excuse me. Here's my tzedakah. Let us give some tzedakah for the safety, security, for our soldiers, the return of the hostages, and obviously arriving the final stage of Mashiach Vadai. The question which is asked, but he passed away. This is in very simple terms. He's not present. He's not here. How can he be Mashiach? How can he take us out of exile? Assuming, even if we accept that the Rebbe has the definition, that's not my words, their words, definition, description, the qualifications, everything for Mashiach, presumed Mashiach. But in 1994, there was a date called Gimel Tammuz, where since then the Rebbe has not been physically present with us. How do we reconcile that? So, my dear friends, there's a Gemara. We take our information. Judaism is based on text, on Torah texts, not on feelings and emotions. So I want to read to you Talmud, page 98, folio B in the tractate Sanhedrin, where there are a few pages where the Gemara discusses the whole topic, the whole issue of Mashiach, and this is on the bottom of Tzadik Ches Amud Beis. After the Gemara telling us the different possible names for Mashiach, including, by the way, Menachem Shemai, which fits the Rebbe, by the way. So now the Gemara says the following. Amar Rav Nachman says, Imin Chaya, if Mashiach is from amongst the living, Kegoynano, it's somebody like me. He identifies himself as Mashiach. And then comes Amarav. I just want to show you the Talmud. Here's the text, right here at the bottom. Dear friends, look it up for yourself. Tzadik Ches Amud Beis, 4 lines, 5 lines going up from the bottom. Amarav Yehuda Amarav. Rav Yehuda says in the name of Rav. I'm sorry, I skipped a line. 6 lines up. Amarav, Rav says, Imin Chayo, if Mashiach is from amongst the living, Kegoin Rabbeinu HaKadosh, then it will be one like Rabbi Yehuda Nasi, Rabbi Yehuda the Prince, the author of the Mishnah. Imin Messiah, if he is from amongst the non-living, in other words, Mashiach will resurrect, and he will come from among those who are not alive anymore in this generation. Says Kegoin as an example, the Nil Ish Chamudos, the Nil Ish Chamudos. And says Rashi, Lav Dafka, it's not exactly. These are people similar to these two. But what does the Gemara say? The Gemara says clearly, Mashiach can come either from amongst the living or from amongst the not living. What's very interesting, according to the Zohar, according to the Barbanel, the Maral of Prague, the Admorazok, they explain, these are not two separate people. They will actually be the same person who first will be Nisgale, will be revealed, and then it will be Niskase, concealed, and I'm quoting now the terms of Zohar, Kabbalah, and then when Nisgale, he will be revealed again. So the same person who first was recognized as the presumed Mashiach will be concealed for a while and then come back as the final Mashiach. So what's the question? Yes, the Rebbe.